I'm through. Every king got a, every up I got a, everything gon' fall together, something had to fall apart. It's the day of the dog, saw the double ones when they roll, they can't them all. Every king got it, every up I got a, everything gon' fall together, something had to fall apart.
And those are the starting lineup matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more.
They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we getting married. Yeah. They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. Ain't no option, ain't no secondary. I'm married. I'm legendary.
A good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Karl Anthony Towns is determined to make it work in Minnesota. He says to build a legacy, we got to win. I'm going to do everything I possibly can to keep step by step, brick by brick, building something. A culture that's going to stand here for a long time. It has required a lot of patience, guys.
It has indeed, David. Thanks. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Minnesota. They're down in 9th place so far, still early in the season. And checking out the Clippers, 2 games back.
And when you look at the Clippers, they've got to make some changes at the end of the season. That much is clear. Not sure whether that goes for the coaches, for the players, or both. But something has got to change.
For me, the decision makers have a lot of tough choices to make. They also need to look in the mirror because they're the ones who assembled this team.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The stars of the team, Leonard and George, are the forwards. Jackson is out there at Bledsoe. And it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Minnesota, they've got Towns, Patrick Beverley out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Okogie in at the 4. And already, Greg, we're seeing some of the new wrinkles that players have added to their game.
No doubt. The work doesn't end when the season does. And if you're trying to improve your skills or if you're trying to pack on good weight, that kind of stuff needs to get done during the offseason.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Ibaka. Back to George. Six on the shot clock. Fires at the elbow. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. This time they faced off. It was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
Now, here's Beverley. After the miss from Reggie Jackson. Beverley, the pass to Russell. That shot off. And the Clippers will come the other way. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they looked right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Lob pass to George, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Now Beverley. Dishes it to Russell. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Ibaka in the post. Defended by Towns. The shot's good.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Ugly, ugly display. I thought they'd be more competitive, but I was wrong.
This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Timberwolves second.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really looked to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, did they take advantage on the other end.
Bledsoe against Beverly. Over to the left wing. Russell from long range. Another miss by Minnesota.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And with Paul George and his defense grade, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
A free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe.
An underrated two-way player. Bledsoe wows you with his offense, but he's also made the all-defensive first team.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Fans, and honestly, sometimes even us broadcasters especially can overlook defense, Steve, especially when it comes to guards.
It's hard to spot great defensive guards, but Eric Bledsoe, Kevin, is certainly one of those guys. Very strong on the ball. He's been a first-team all-defensive member. Remember, back in 2019-20 season, Bledsoe was a key part of the Bucks' D, which was first in the league in team defensive rating.
George hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. George has got his second bucket tonight.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
Leonard looking around to the inside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And the Timberwolves call timing.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
A moment now to see the stats for Kawhi Leonard. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged 25 points per game last season, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Now here's Bledsoe. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Bledsoe kicks to Ibaka. Leonard with no one around. Drains the three-pointer.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Jackson against Russell to stop the run, and the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Defensive foul.
And Towns not known for his rim protection, but he's improved in that area recently, challenging and changing more shots.
Anthony Towns. One shot.
And Towns no good on that one. And with Towns, Greg, you knew he had the potential for rim defense, and it became a focus for him.
Yeah, and a lot of defense is putting in the effort. Credit Towns for improving in that area, and we'll see if he can take another step defensively.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
So it's the Clippers now, and Leonard gets it to go.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Beverly, and the rejection by Leonard.
A stellar defender. Leonard's impeccable timing on this end allows him to reject shots.
Back to George from 12 feet out. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And that's now 6 points for Paul George. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
Timberwolves trail by 13. And Russell gets it to go.
And look at Russell bringing the intensity. He's stronger now, willing to mix it up inside no matter who's on it.
Now here is Ibaka. 8 points his last outing. Outside Jackson. Over Russell. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Russell. Over George. Russell, no good.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
George passes to Leonard. Jackson has the open look. Misses the three.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Knocks down the three ball.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
Puts it up from 12. Russell, no luck. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 14-point game. Here's Bledsoe. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now here's Edwards. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers. Left side, Towns. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And Anthony Edwards, the top pick of 2020. Not the most polished player early on, but his ceiling is through the roof.
For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Mann subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 16.
About time he got one to fall there. Before that, 6 straight misses to start this one.
It's Russell with the drive. Lays it up off the glass. Russell's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. So many top picks come in ready to play, Greg. Edwards a part of a class that needed more time, though.
Yeah, the talent is clearly there. And don't forget the pandemic cutting the college careers of many of the 2020 draftees short. Edwards, though, has all the tools to be an incredible wing player.
Now, here's Zubac. They get the rebound. Edwards defending. They double him with Russell. Passes it to Zubac. This one for three. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's a Kogi. Glass on the layup. Kogi's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Paul George. The inbound. Zubac, that's good.
2 minutes.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And that one drops for him. Russell's got 8.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end. Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
And Russell, a player known for his offense, but Greg, he's put in work to improve his play on defense as well.
Yeah, you know, Russell was known for his lack of defense there for a while, but he's been trying to improve that part of his game. It's a long road, but I tell you what, he is definitely taking steps.
Los Angeles leading by 11. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
There's the pass to Mann. Back to Zubac. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Mann. Zubac against Beverly, and that's going to be a treble.
Minnesota ball.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Outside, Towns takes the 3. Doesn't go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Mann. No good. Great D that time from Edwards. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Timberwolves. Kennard finds Zubac. Back to Kennard. Los Angeles with another miss. The Timberwolves shooting 40% here in the early stages. Okogie, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. And the Clippers making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now, here's Kennard. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Russell. And yes, it's good. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie, pushing for a better shot.
Deep 2 from Russell. Towns, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles on top, leading by 7. And we'll be back with you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
Clippers leading by 7. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Clippers right now, Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Hartenstein is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's man in at the 3 spot. Launches it. It's hauled in by Edwards. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him.
And another thing you like about Russell, just good size at that lead guard position and makes him a handful to defend inside.
Free throw good, Russell. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy. And I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing him out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Jackson. Here he goes. Here's Hartenstein. And another shot. And the layup is up and in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Russell. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
To the paint. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Outside, Russell. Here's Towns. That shot off the mark. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Okogie. The putback. It's good on the putback.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
The Clippers in the lead. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Reggie Jackson can still provide scoring. Maybe not at the 19 points per game level he once did, but he can still make an impact.
And Reggie Jackson, Steve, as you said, not the big scorer he once was.
He's got a reduced role, Kevin, on this team right now, but he can still get you a bucket when needed. Credit to Reggie Jackson for staying ready at all times.
That's good from Jackson.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
Both free throws good from Jackson.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Outside, Edwards. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
There's Jackson with the three. There it is, only a second basket. He's missed 8. That's a sad 20%.
Nice play. Usually Reggie prefers to initiate, but this time gets it done off the catch.
Towns, the pass to Okogie. Beverly for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Beverly's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's Russell, and he makes good on the layup. Russell's got 6 points in the quarter.
A developing shot maker. I'm a fan of Russell's unwavering commitment to his craft.
Here's Hartenstein, defended by Towns. Hartenstein can't get it to go. Fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And you see Russell taking the hit on that shot. Great body control, potential and one.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And Los Angeles with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Mann. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Jackson. Free throw, no good for Russell.
Being a lottery pick often comes with high expectations, but Russell has shaped into a quality NBA player.
Leonard the pass to Bledsoe. And the rejection by Towns. And good that time. Hartenstein's got 6.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Offensive rebound.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused at the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. And they'll keep possession. Clippers leading by 10. There's the triple. Bangs on the trifecta. Kennard's got 6 in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And just loving the attack mode here for Russell. Off the drive there, he draws the foul.
The Timberwolves missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road. And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
Up top, Bledsoe, defended by Beverly. And here's Leonard from 3. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
3 points.
Bledsoe's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, you know, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Here's Hartenstein, defended by Towns. Bledsoe passes to Leonard. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Russell. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. And oh boy, a lot of contact contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
And really an elite combination of speed and power. When Bledsoe's aggressive, he draws a lot of fouls.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. And Eric Bledsoe drops them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Russell. Towns trying to get open, and it's Russell missing. Los Angeles leading by 14. The open shot by Leonard, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. That's 10 points for Leonard.
Masterful execution. Kawhi just has a sense for when to shoot the mid-range.
Here's Edwards. Oh, good on the three.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
So shifty with the ball in his hands. Russell changes pace with the best of them.
Leonard draws the double. Here's Kennard. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Kennard's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
It's always risky to throw the double team at someone. You have to be aware of who you're leaving open.
Okogie, the pass to Edwards. Russell from long range. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Takes a three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. And the basket by Okogie.
When Beverly concentrates on passing, he makes his team better. Superb at getting passes over to his guys.
Bledsoe passes to Zubac. The feed to George. George double team. Kennard against Russell. Kennard kicks to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. From deep. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Edwards. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets.
Well, so far, his cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Pass to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
Man's checked in for Luke Kennard. Los Angeles leading by 12. Left side, George. And George with the stuff. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 13 rebounds.
It's no secret that Kawhi has focused on improving his passing. Great look there.
And the Timberwolves call time. And Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
Paul George can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why Kevin has a career three-point percentage that's creeping towards 40%. And he seems to be getting better with age.
And Minnesota has possession. They trail by 14. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And although he's still a new kid on the block, he's very crafty, and Russell does a great job of just frustrating the defense there.
He's been getting to the line. Now his 6th trip in the game.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line. They're having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
Bledsoe passes to Zubac. Here's Mann. And here's Leonard from 3. Sinks the triple. Leonard's got 15 points.
Gradually starting to put pressure on this defense. That's his 2nd from downtown this quarter. 3 for the game.
Outside Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
A minute 42 left to play in the first half. And here's Beverly. Outside Edwards. From deep three-point range, it's held in by Zubac.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Here's Edwards. Dives for it. Edwards with another miss.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Up again, and it's Towns on the follow. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
And he also brings the hustle to the table. Towns doesn't wait when the break is on. He's quick to get up the court.
Here's George. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Beverly for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now the Clippers moving it up. George has got the ball. He feeds it to Bledsoe. Count that bucket. Bledsoe's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Passes it to Beverly. Back to Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. And Russell gets it to go.
What a game for him so far. He started out strong in that first quarter and has only turned it up from there.
Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And he sinks the second.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
Outside Russell. From downtown. And another 3 for Minnesota. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Clippers lead by 14. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Here with Ty Lue. Good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Moving the basketball, taking the right shot, making the right play. We make the extra pass, we're a tough team to beat.
And you were sure tough in the first half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.